Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading for the season of Sagittarius. I already recorded a video for you, but it got split in two because it wasn't feeling so clear, and I don't remember if I got interrupted or not, but we're here again. This time will hopefully be just one clip. I'm gonna scrap that other reading, but what I feel was the message, overall message, is being able to view wherever you are in your life right now as the perfect space for you to create the life that you want. So if you're looking around you and you feel like you're in a great place, then that's great. If you're looking around and you feel like you're not in a great place, then that's also great, or that's at least a perspective that I think will benefit you this season, to be able to recognize your environment as the best place for you to begin creating the life that you want, or being the person you want to be. So I'm going to start getting a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I'm going to get one card for your overall energy for this season of Sagittarius. Already feeling so much clearer. Wow, that's beautiful. You have the circle, number 8. And I intend for this reading to meet with your true self in the highest and best way, with ease, with grace, and with joy. So the circle is about community. But it can also be, and what I'm getting more, usually I read community from this card, but what I'm getting here is really a presence with all of you and all of your experiences. And what I love about Sagittarius energy is that we have this energy of tempering, which I think is beautiful space to be, to acknowledge the aspects of yourself, the higher aspects of yourself, the lower aspects of yourself, meaning the things that you're very proud of and happy to share with people, the things that you're less proud of and maybe sometimes try to hide. And in this season, I think it will benefit you to really stand with, be with all that you are, all that you have been, and meeting in the middle, like being in the center. And if you imagine this 8 sign, this infinity sign, all of the ups and downs that are a part of you are here for you. They're here in service of you and your best self, your best experience. It's like some of the lower experiences we've had inspire humility within us to be grateful for when we have higher things in life, you know? And to recognize that there is a balance, that everything has its place. And to, okay, let's see where we move forwards with this. I'd like to see what's the focus for Virgo during this season of Sagittarius. What's the focus for Virgo? What's in focus for Virgo? How is the Sagittarius season supporting Virgo? It doesn't feel resonant to be using the Marcela deck for you, so I'm going to move over to the Patch Tarot and see how this, yeah, this feels better. Let's see. So what's the focus for Virgo this season? What is in focus for Virgo during the season of Sagittarius? For the highest and best, with ease, with grace, and with joy. Okay, it's a lot of cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So you see how there were a lot of cards that came through there? There are 5 cards. I'm going to look at them, actually. And maybe not. But what I want to say is, like, it might feel like you're having a lot. Like, it might feel like it's a lot to connect with all aspects of yourself. but there's a reason why our consciousness is only open for so many information. You know how so much information, it's like, I feel like there's a wise man saying, or a wise man thing that says, know what you know and know that there are things you won't know, something like that. And I feel like that's also with this 8, like there's to be aware of what you know and to let go of what you don't know, instead of trying to force yourself to know it all. I've definitely been there myself. We have the Crown here in reverse, the card that came out for you. Unfulfillment. Crown in reverse. What's the energy here? It's Saturn and Earth. And look at how, wow, okay, because the way I'm seeing it is like you're in the center, and the 8 sign moves like through you and around. That's the best way I can explain it. And if you look at the card, that's what it looks like this being is doing. And it might be like you're feeling out of control since it's upside down, or maybe directionless, aimless. There's, I can share it here actually. What I am going to be working with this season of Sagittarius, which I want to make its own video for on my channel, is having something that you're aiming for and then having something that you're focusing on. So with the aim, I'm actually making it as big as possible, like my greatest vision for my life here on earth, and making it as bright and as great as possible, because it's something I'm aiming for. It doesn't have to be that I make exactly what it is I'm seeing in my vision come to life, but it's something to aim towards, it's something to move towards, and I'm focusing on making that great vision. Like, if it doesn't ignite feelings within me and make me feel excited, make me feel happy, maybe a little bit like, whoa, I don't know if I can bring that to life. If it doesn't ignite in me emotionally, then it's not big enough to really create this grand vision. And that's my aim. That's what I'm moving forth. And that's what's fueling me and my life and the direction. And then the focus is, what is the focus? What is the emotion that I want to feel? How do I want to feel? Making that the focus. So, and letting it align with what it is I'm aiming for. But the aim is in the future and the focus is present. Like, that's what I'm practicing to cultivate and maintain within myself. An energy of peace, of happiness, of confidence, of self-love. Self-love is my biggest thing right now, true love. So having something that you're focusing on. And I think that will help if there's anyone that's watching this that resonates with feeling unfulfilled or aimless. Or so the next card that came through, which is beautiful, wow, okay, is the 8 of, is it Wands? 8 of Wands. Interesting. And see how we got 8, and then we have 8, and then this thing, this is the card in the middle. So if I show you how they're looking, and I don't know if the crown landed this way, but I placed it down there, and the 8 of Wands came out just like this. I love it, I love it. Put it down with ease. Okay, so 8 of Wands has the energy of Mercury and Sagittarius, and the key word is shift. There's a shift. And that's what I'm saying, like when you shift your perspective, you shift how you see something. You know how two people can look at the same thing and see something different. They might say this is what happened, and the core of that is the same, but the way it happened, they perceived it in 2 different ways. This is how our perspective influences our experience of life, of ourselves, of each other. So it's really, for me, a focus here on perspective, like being able to shift your perspective. And when it comes from you internally, no one can take it from you. No one can, like, it's as solid, as secure as it can be. And I believe that that's true fulfillment, is when you are true to yourself. So let's look at what challenge can come up for you. I feel like we've already touched on it, but if there's any other challenge in relation with this, so if you're resonating with this, I'm going to keep focusing on this energy since it's what I'm resonating with. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. 5 cards again. Interesting. And they're all in reverse. Okay, so there's 10 of Wands. Wands energy is spiritual energy, is creative energy, is also will, and even focus itself. And then you have Ace of Wands as well, which is very interesting. So you have 10, which is the last of the numbered fire or elemental cards. And then there's 1 that comes after. Interesting. So I feel like there's a block or a recognition of the growth that you've already done. It feels like, okay, let's finish and see the other ones. King of Cups, which is emotional energy, and this is the last of the water signs, water cards. Yeah, King of Cups. And then we have the Chariot in reverse, which is about movement. And also for me, the Chariot is something that contains and then moves. And there's a stagnancy with that moving with the container. Yeah, because it feels like, I don't know if you don't feel at home in your body, or maybe you don't feel at home with where you are. I still keep getting that association, and it's because it's on the spiritual level. Like when you have fire is spirit, water is emotions, air is mind, and earth is physicality. And this, because it's 10 and 1, and then you have King of Water, the Chariot, and then finally the 10 of Swords. And that's what is blocking the physical experience. So if you feel like you'd like to change your physical, what's the word I'm looking for? Physical circumstance, and you're moving from the physical perspective, like just trying to move on the physical, then it's going to take hard work. And personally, I don't believe it's going to be as sustainable as when you move true to your spirit. When you move in a way that it comes from your authentic self. And I believe also that doesn't take hard work. It might take hard work to connect with your true self, at least the way we perceive it when we first begin that journey. But once you're in it and you're feeling more and more connected, you eventually get to a space where you feel and you experience and you see how everything in life is here to serve you. And I don't mean that in because the word serve can be connected with abuse of power. And that's definitely not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about how you'll see how every experience that you've had in life has served you in some way or another to connect you with your truth and your highest and best experience in this life. And let me get... I'm getting depressed energies here as well. And I feel like, as I was thinking about this today actually, everything that we experience, right? So for instance, for me, something that has come up recently is that I don't want to work hard. And I even mentioned this earlier in this reading. And that comes up as, and then I was thinking about this earlier as I was going to go out for a walk, how I've seen my mom work really hard, like work 3 jobs at a time, and I wasn't able to see her for many years. Not like consistently, but for many years she was working so much that I didn't see her often. I didn't get to spend much time with her. And of course that has created a sense, some trauma, but also a sense of rejection of work because, or working hard because of my perspective of that. So that's something that I'm unraveling myself. And my chosen tool of clarity is Theta healing. Absolutely love it. Absolutely recommend checking it out. I have some videos about it on my YouTube channel. You can just search Theta healing. But there's many brilliant videos here on YouTube. So when you look at what it is that is making you feel depressed, there lies the answer. Like, to get, if you're able to be curious and look at what is it that is making me feel upset, and then do your best to face it from a space of love. Love for yourself, love for your ability to live and enjoy your life. And of course there's going to be ups and downs always. It's about not getting stuck in anywhere. It's always like being open to that flow. And number 8 is a beautiful card for that. And you have the flow here helping, supporting you. You have 2 8s plus the crown energy. Yeah, I feel like you're blocking yourself, or you have been. And you have the opportunity in this season to unblock yourself. And again, it's also something that it takes practice, and it's something that builds. Like, you put the investment in, you invest in yourself, you invest in your clarity, and it's gonna, the momentum builds and it gets better and better as you go. So let's look at your potential for growth during the season of Sagittarius. Let's see. Wow. 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 You got the Star card. Oh, that's beautiful. I believe in miracles. What's the word here? Faith. That's absolutely beautiful. I think Leo got this card as well, so you might want to check out that video if it resonates with you. And if you look here, it's someone who is receiving something from here. There's a flow and it passes by the heart. So there's an openness, right? You open up your heart and it flows through and out. And that's exactly what is the best thing that could come for you, is this clarity, that this flow gets to move through you. And it's like, there's nothing, I don't think, there's nothing more energizing and fulfilling when your truth gets to flow through you, when you feel safe to feel your emotions, when you feel safe to express yourself and to be creative in any way that's possible for you. Look at the Virgo coming through for the Virgo reading. Hello, sister. Okay, so we're gonna get one last card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck.
Ja, jag vill visa det.
Ja, inte ta därför, du kan visa här för, okej? Okay, shuffle and then you pull a card.
Okay.
Virgo pulling a card for the Virgos. I love it.
Shuffle some.
You want to put these inside also, or? Okay. You're doing a good job. These cards are huge. Do you want me to shuffle and then I hold them and you choose the one you want to take?
du hjälpa? Kan du hjälpa så till min syster? Det här skålen, ser du den här tingen? Ser du hon där? Ser du hela hon? Hon här är skålen. Hun glaslakken til kvinnen.
Talk about being in flow.
In flow.
You want to show them? Vänta.
Ta upp kortet först.
Other way. You didn't show it the right way. And you have to hold it there for a while, a little bit closer. There you go.
Nu kan du se den där.
Oh, du bara tullar. It says, in the world, not...
I took in
In the world, not of the world. Andrea, oh wow! And the crown she just turned it around. I think that's your key. In the world, not of the world. What does that mean? Wait, let me speak here, okay? In the world, not of the world.
Hello.
Yeah, it's really a connection with your spirituality, Virgo. With your light body even. You see the Merkaba here around. Those might be new words for you. But I just want to say, like, if you're watching the tarot video, you're probably quite spiritual. But the light body, again, is what I would say is your essence, your true self. I have a video on my channel where I have a connecting with your heart's truth meditation and guided meditation, and it's all about connecting with your essence. So I recommend checking that out, okay? And being in the world, not of the world, is when you remember that you're not just your physical body.
See, wow.
And also recognizing your physical body as an extension and an expression of your spirituality. Because I think it could also signify someone feeling locked or constrained or limited within the physical body. And you can recognize and acknowledge your physicality as a part of your spirituality, an expression of your spirituality. And it's beautiful, you know?
Wow!
Okay, I love you. I appreciate you. I hope this video served you well.
Jag somnade.